Today we were replacing the fender liner on my 2017 Subaru BRZ. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Grayson McTaggart and I like making videos about cars, especially my Subaru BRZ and my Datsun 280Z. But today we are talking about the BRZ. So if that sounds cool to you, be sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any content in the future. With that said, let's get into it. So recently I was driving down the highway and I hit a bump and my fender liner came loose and knocked my side markers out, and actually it was scraping against my tire here and it burnt a hole in the fender liner. So I need a new fender liner. I need to remount it back up properly. I went ahead and took the bumper off to see all this damage, to see what exactly got damaged. It's only this front fender liner here. You don't necessarily need to take the bumper off to replace fender liner, but it's just gonna make my job a little easier. Basically what we're gonna do is jack up the car, and then it's just some tabs that you have to take out and then put back in with the new fender liner. So let's get into it. So when I was taking off the wheel, another lug snapped on the BRZ. This is not the first time that this has happened. Every single time I bring it in to the dealership to have them do any work on my wheels or even just a simple tire rotation, they cross thread at least one of my lugs, and whenever it comes off, whether it's me, a tire service center or anything like that, they end up snapping the lug, and I just happen to be the one snapping it this time. And so hopefully they'll replace that. But wheel is off and we need to replace this fender liner. Now there are a few tabs like here. I don't know if I'll need to move this one, but there's a few just littered throughout here, and we just need to go through and get all of these tabs. Once we do that, I'm gonna hopefully try to reuse as many tabs as possible, and if I can't, then I will have to go into Subaru and buy a couple more. Yeah, I know you can buy like a whole variety pack of these tabs specifically for a BRZ. I'll link that down below. I don't have that right now though, it didn't come in time, so I just gotta try to reuse as many of these as possible. Now the old fender liner is out. As you can see, the big hole in it from where I was rubbing against my tire. Now all we gotta do is put the old one back in. Pretty easy install. So while I was replacing the fender liner, I went ahead and had my dad unbolt my splitter. I think the splitter is actually the reason why everything failed in the first place. As you can see, it was kind of rubbing against my fender liner and everything underneath the car, so I'm going to take this off and try to find a better way to mount it in the future. But for now I'm just going to drive without it, and then I'll come back later and fix that. I went ahead and put the new fender liner in. As you can see, pretty much everything's in place. What I did is I slipped the fender liner up underneath this fender here, and then it kind of pops out right here where it attaches through these tabs. It does attach in a couple more places, kind of up here, but I'm not going to be able to do that until I get the front bumper back on. But we're going to go and put the front bumper back on, attach all the tabs for that, and we should be good to go. And then I have to hop over to Subaru and get them to fix this. Just like that, the front bumper is back on. Pretty much everything is back together. The fender liner is a super easy thing. You don't need to take off the bumper like I did. I just needed to really assess some damage. But here is the new fender liner, fully installed. I know it kind of just looks dark to you guys, but that's where it is. Everything is tucked up nice and neat, and everything is solid, and it's not coming loose. I would always kind of do a little pull test, make sure nothing's loose or anything like that, pull the edges, and we're all good. Anyway, that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.